but no one is actually trying to solve the problems of the people.
Even if everything fails today, tonight, okay, I'm gonna start.
How to build a right team at the starting stage of the business.
Don't start a startup because you want to start a startup.
What exactly you're trying to solve with your company?
In life, only you have to be right at once. That will change everything.
I just wanted to know one quote that always motivates you.
Always be a student, don't be a follower.
Their minds are completely tuned in a way that try to start a startup to solve the problem.
If your students really talk the reality of it, okay, there is no guarantee that your safe job will be there for next 5 years, 10 years. Tarak, the magic you are looking for is the work you're avoiding.
Thank you so much, Tarak, for accepting for the podcast and joining me for the podcast. I'm really happy. And you know how many times I connected with you regarding this podcast. I'm very excited for the podcast. Thank you so much once again.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Yeah. So can you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Yeah, definitely. Apart from my LinkedIn that everyone knows, so I'm from a small village called Chonnalagata. It's a border of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So I started everything after my graduation. I was thinking to go to US, but I don't know why I stopped it. Then I thought, since from my childhood I love experimenting with the things, that the ideas that I have. So I started everything from my village with the laptop and the internet that our CMS provided. What is called, it's AP fiber net. Yeah, so still we use it in our village. So that's how it all started. Now I'm in Hyderabad, working on my startup, and building some cool things.
It's really an inspirational story of you, like starting your journey from a small village and now staying in Hyderabad and building your own startup. And could you please walk you through what exactly you're trying to build?
So we are basically building mobile application that helps people to deliver parcels more fast and affordable way. The platform is called DeleMate, and you probably heard of that name. And most people, if someone might watch my videos or the YouTube videos that maybe LinkedIn posts, maybe you might heard of it. So that's the platform that we're building it. And we right now we have more than 6,000 users, and this month we are giving a next update with a lot of features. We talked to a lot of customers, took a lot of feedback, and we're just reverse engineering the things, going to the customers and doing what really matters to the customer, not for us.
So that 6,000 customers, you started from a small village and now 6,000 customers are trusting you and your product. That's really a great thing to know. And your product is all about delivery kind of app. Is it a kind of like clone of Zomato?
No, it's a peer-to-peer delivery app. I would say, let's say if you want to send anything urgently to maybe outside of the city. Okay, in city you have that Rapido, Uber, Parcel, Porter, and a lot of other platforms. But if you want to send something more distance, you have only few options where you just need to go to the traditional courier services like TTDC, Delivery, Blue Dot, and that's it. And they often take 2 to 3 days, even if I'm from a village. So for us it's gonna take like 4 days, 5 days, even 7 days, and we just have to travel 20 kilometers to the nearest city and take the parcel. And with this app, where we connect travelers that are heading to your same destination, and we go all the verification process, tracking, OTP, everything. And from this platform, it's like blah blah cars, Uber for deliveries, I would say, to keep it simple.
Yeah, completely understood. So basically, you are helping the people to shift their products or parcels easily within a limited time. So that's what
Yeah,
your product is all
yeah,
about. That's
yeah.
great.
It's like fast and affordable, I would.
Like as you mentioned that you are connecting with the travelers who are traveling to that particular location, like right now. So how actually you are tracking those travelers there?
The travelers will register. They will enter their details. Okay, I'm going from point A to point B at this time at to destination with this vehicle, and we get that information. They just enter in pre-advance. Maybe I'm going on October maybe 20th. So I know I'm going on 20th. So it's a long distance. So I know like few days before or even 2 days before. So I just kept that information in the app, and if there is anyone that want to send to the same location there I want to go, and I'll get some notifications and I'll get some order requests if I'm willing to take that, and if I want to earn money while traveling, then I will accept.
Cool. It's a crazy idea, by the way. The way that you have structured from the travelers who are traveling to any specific location, you're connecting with those people and helping them to earn money while traveling. So,
Yeah.
like you are paying to the people who are taking the parcel and delivering the parcel to the ex person, right? As well.
Yes.
Cool. That sounds good. So, what exactly you're trying to solve with your company, by the way?
But we are trying to solve a problem where if someone wants to ship anything urgently, then we just want to be that solution.
So cool. So the idea was too good, and the way that you are implementing is also too great. And where it all started for you? Where did the seed idea came for you? Is there any situation behind it, or you have been into any situation? Because this kind of ideas won't come randomly. Because until unless you have been into a situation where you have suffered, so that you got the idea. Is there any kind of situation, or
Yeah,
how did the seed idea came out?
it is so funny actually. Back then I was in, I don't know, I went to somewhere location and I came back, and we all in our village, it's Dasara holidays, everyone came and we are just sitting under a tree and talking what are you doing? There are few people, okay, what you're doing? Okay, back then I used to do freelancing, marketing, email marketing, and back then. So I was telling, okay, I was just doing all this stuff, and someone will said, okay, I just completed, I'm going to US, and suddenly for my uncle it got cracked. Okay, if he really suffered this problem, he used to travel a lot, he has some businesses, so he suffered a lot, so he just popped up this idea, and from there, okay, I've been reading books a lot, way back, and I was just looking for ideas where it has a potential for the leverage and scalability, and maybe I thought, okay, it's a really good idea, so I did some research, and I thought maybe let's give it a shot and see if it is works or not, and from there it's called all get started, and I from the connections and everything I gathered the team, and yeah, from there it started. Now we are moving.
Great to know. The way that idea born was really, like as you mentioned, it was really unexpected idea. As you said, you're from a small village. I believe you also belongs to a middle class family. In our middle class families, what our parents think is, why get into a business, because it is not our cup of tea, because their minds are completely tuned in a way that if my son get into a job, so that he'll be well settled, so that I can get some good wife to them. So I have seen few people, not few people, so many people, when I'm doing the podcast with the startup founders, this is a tricky question every time I ask them, how exactly your family is supporting, because in middle class it is not that easy to make our parents accept and make them happy with what we are doing.
Yeah, till now, I think my parents are not happy with me, I would say, and they have no idea about exactly I was doing. They were unclear about my future. So I feel like I was more selfish towards myself, where I believe I have a very limited time on this planet Earth, and I feel like I need to do experiment a lot of things, fail, and maybe get succeed at few, and try everything from the time that I have, and leave the world. So that's how my always thinking is. So yeah, I too got few jobs, I think more than 8 or 9 job opportunities, and I think one believe that maybe I don't know, my parents has, because back then I used to do freelancing, and in the village without anything, people don't even know what's going on in that village, right? So back then I earned a good amount of money, I would say, without anything. So maybe that's the confidence. I always have that confidence. Okay, even if everything fails today, tonight, okay, I'm gonna start tomorrow and start earning money from this month end. So I have that confidence, so that keeps me pushing even in the hard times, because I have experimented a lot of things and I know what works in few areas, I would say. Then if everything fails, I'll just go back to and make my expenses and come back stronger again. So that's how my mindset is.
And whatever happens, but you're not going to leave this path. If you fail, you'll go
No,
back, you
actually,
build yourself.
no, actually, the thing is, since from my childhood, even I was reading this book. It shows Daily Laws by Robert Greene. So where he will tell, okay, so do the things that you passionately did when you were a kid. Okay, when even I made a YouTube video on this, like when your age from 9 to 15, where your brain has no limitation, so you have that pure imagination without the boundaries. So that's where, like your keen interest of your passion, I would say. And from that, like back then, even when I was kid, I love experimenting. I used to play with electronics. I used to watch Heart Attack that come on Disney and try to invent some few things.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I don't talk to a lot of people, and that's been following. And yeah, now also I'm experimenting with a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts, even though like some might you never heard of. I just keep it myself. I'll just use it for myself, my selfish, my intellectual curiosity. And that's how, like even though if I fail, I know that I can go back and build something and come back and always do what I feel like doing.
It's quite motivating, like when you're telling that, I have that confidence that if even if I fail, I have the confidence that I can go back and build myself and come back again. So that is actually boosting myself as well. When you're talking about that, it's great to know it. So is it a DeleMate is your first startup company, or do you have any experience of building other startups beforehand?
Yeah, I wouldn't call them as startups because they are not registered. But yeah, like I tinkered with some random ideas and played with it and got some experience. So yeah, I wouldn't call them as startups. I would say that tinkering my ideas that I have. So I put the age of 25. Before that, I want to experiment a lot of things, a lot of ideas. So after 25, I gain a lot of experience from these experiments, and I have an idea. Okay, so these are all working. These are not working. These are my strengths. These are my weaknesses. So after 25, I keenly gonna focus on something that is going to have a larger impact.
Great, like it's a great idea, and I'm also I just wanted to replicate something like that, because even I have that kind of thing in my mind. I kept like not 25, 2030 would be my dream year. Until then, whatever comes, let's try, give it a try, because it is not too late to try things, because we have one life, we need to experiment everything in one life. So that even I believe the same kind of formula that you're actually believing. So that is great to know about it. And so what kind of registration that DeleMate has? So you said that you have registered.
Okay. Yeah, it has a private limited, and the reason why we took private limited because it need investing to move forward to make it in big scale. So to get investors, we need a private limited, and we have a limited liability as well. And there are a lot of advantages if you are going some sort of in a big step. Private limited is the best choice, I would say.
Best option. Yeah. So when you're talking about the investment part, bootstrapped the DeleMate, or you made some initial seed funding.
No, as of now, no other investments come. Right now, it's everything is bootstrapped. So all our co-founders are like having some sort of funding, like our own personal money, and we just kept like keep going. But yeah, very soon, we are expecting something that is going to come this month end, and maybe hopefully we will see move forward like how the things goes.
So how much investment that you made on DeleMate? Like you have 6,000 customers till now. How much
Okay.
investment to build the application?
The investment is comparatively low, but that time, that the effort that we kept in is high. So like I one of my co-founder, we both has to reject like a job opportunity. So I got a job opportunity. He's willing to pay more than 1.2 lakhs a month, and he got some good opportunities. And if we just calculate 1 year, that's going to cost 20 lakhs, right?
Oh.
And the time more, like we even more effort, like like the amount of the time that we kept here. So if it's gonna be a lot actually.
That's really great to know. And so your future plans are like to get the seed funding, initial seed funding.
Future plans, yeah, like I'm not very much keen on funding. I just want to like get into the market and got to know more about the app that the people and solve the actual problem that we have. And yeah, focusing more on the customer, I would say. I'm not focusing more on the investment. I believe that if I focus more on the customers and getting some more sort of customer satisfaction, and if I keep like retention, then I feel investments will come.
Cool. Now I would like to talk more about to help the people who are watching now. So there are so many people people are aspiring to become an entrepreneur or aspiring to start a company or aspiring to start a startup. Even I am one of them. I was into my path, but still I have a long way to go because I am trying to find an idea to build. So I'm not stopping. I was doing whatever come on my way, and I'm giving my 100% as well. So there are questions that I'm going to ask you now will help the students or the professionals who are watching it to understand how actually they can find an idea from finding an idea, or how they can take the first step to start their startup as well. So if you
Yeah.
could share your experience, how exactly you started and the registration process that you have gone through, this can help the people understand better.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you so much for accepting it. What is the first step someone need to take while they have the intent, not the idea, intent to start a startup? How they can find the idea? Because nowadays what happening is people are going with the trend of AI. They are going through AI, building AI agents, starting digital marketing agency, or teaching people, or blah 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 things which are simple in a way, and which also they are trending in the market as well. But no one is actually trying to solve the problems of the people. So what a person need to do, the person didn't have any idea how they need to start their first step or take the first step.
So, like, most of the people don't like this answer, but yeah, like, don't start a startup because you want to start a startup. So, first of all, find a problem that you faced, your friends faced, your society or the surroundings that you have faced, and just you don't have to have a lot of technology or like in anything. Just basic common sense. You just go out. Okay, this guy, random guy, is having this problem. So ask few more people, and if they also have the similar problem, then write it down. Like, I asked 5 people, so they have the similar kind of problem. So then think of the solutions. Okay, solution number 1. Okay, solution number 2. Okay, maybe solution number 3. So after that, maybe just you go back to the 5 people that you have asked. Okay, I found the solution, and would you like to try it out if I come up with a solution? Okay, so just talk to and find the problem. I would say don't start for like startup or anything because everyone is doing or you feel like doing. Okay, I just want to start a company, so I'll come up with random ideas. So the ideas don't come out if you just force them. So you just have to think peacefully without even thinking. It should be done in subconscious, not in conscious way. You don't know that you're thinking, so that's where a random idea pops up, and it might be unique, it might be the same like others people are doing, but like there are, like in India itself, there are 1.4 billion people, and even if you can find 10,000 people who are paying, I think 500 rupees a month, you can just do a math. You could add on like 50 lakhs a month, I think.
Probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, around
50.
that.
I don't know. I'm very bad at maths, but yeah. So you can make some really good money. So even for 500 a month or even 1,000 a month, you can make a really good money. So you just need to find people. In India, that's the best thing. Okay, you never run out of market. So you just need to find the problems that the people will face or you personally face. Because if you faced it, someone else will face it.
I
So
completely agree.
yeah, and you just build your solution for yourself first. Be selfish. Build your solution and try to tell others. Okay, I had this problem. I built this solution. Just give it a try. So that's how, like, you just have to start it. But yeah, my answer would be like, don't start if you had a feeling to start something. Just it shouldn't come like starting something. You should have that, maybe I just need to solve this problem, or I just need to find a solution for this problem I'm facing. So from that, start it.
So you're saying like don't start startups to get a name or fame. Try to start a startup to solve the problem. To
Yeah,
sum it
the
up.
name and fame is like nothing. The thing is, the only thing that matters is the peace of mind that you get, and eventually the money. Okay, so both are very very low in the startups. You don't have the peace of mind, and you don't get the salary. So take me as an example. Okay, I rejected 10 plus job, like 10 job opportunities and a lot of collaboration, like projects. And right now, like, I don't even take the salary. I just have the basic needs, and that's it. I've been working for almost 1.5 years right now. So if I took the job and collaborations, I would have make like 5 lakhs, more than 5 lakhs a month right now. But yeah, you don't have a peace of mind, as well as you just forget about a lot of things to have a greater impact in the later in life.
Great, like such a simple and crisp answer for all the people who are thinking to start the startup. It's better to run behind the problem rather than the byproducts that comes after building it, if I'm not wrong. So once the idea got finalized, the second thing that people need to do is to validate the idea or structure the idea. Structuring the idea is most important because ideas, like I have heard this from one of the big entrepreneur or the business magnate. He said like ideas are like sperm, only 1 in 1,000 works. So
Yeah.
similar way, that one idea need to be structured very nicely to get the right output from the idea, because it's not about getting the idea, it's about executing the idea. So what do you say, and what kind of tips that you say to the people to execute the idea?
Yeah, since you mentioned, right, ideas are like sperms, one in million will work. And
Yeah.
it's actually true. Even like yesterday, I was not feeling well and I'm a bit mood off. Then I thought the same, okay. So if everything is fail, and even though, so I'm still experimenting, I'm still having this. And I just had, even I wrote in my diary, okay, in life, only you have to be right at once, and that will change everything. So make sure that you have that bigger problem solving that everything. So if you're solving a bigger problem, there's a high chance of you failing it. But if you keep pushing, if you try solving another problem, another bigger problem, another bigger problem, then eventually, maybe out of 10 experiments, maybe you even try to be very, very close to the one, then that will change your entire trajectory of your life. So that's how you have to take it, because almost 98% of the startups fail from the first 5 years. And there is a very, very low rate, I would say. But yeah, you just need to keep enjoying it. You just need to keep learning from the experiments that you do. So to answer your question, I would say how you can validate your idea is, okay, I just want to tell one good story. There is a airlines which I don't know the name of it. It's in US. Most people will hate that airlines. They have a lot of bad reviews on it, and but yet it's the most successful airlines in the history of US, because here the price pays more than the affordability. Like the price pays more than the comfort.
Yeah.
So most people are willing to have a less comfort and travel affordability. That's the human behavior.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you, okay, so most people have, I just want to keep a restaurant here, I just want to, do, maybe try to open a gym here. So what you do is you just ask, maybe, you said, a lot of people think, okay, I'm just validating, so I'll just ask a lot of customers here. So I just want to place a gym here, so I just circle 2 kilometers radius, and I'll talk to 100 people. So that's a high number, like if you're talking to 100 customers.
Yeah.
So okay, out of 100 customers, so I just ask, hey Rajesh, are you willing to be fit?
Yes.
So out of 90% of the people say yes, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is, okay, I got 90% success rate, true rate out of 100 people. So it's a complete blown idea, like a revolutionary idea. So I'll just open a grand gym by taking a 50 lakhs loan on a bank, on my personal loan, because I don't even know how to structure all these things. So because I got 90 plus, and you have read some books, business books, or watched YouTube videos, you kept the business. But the problem is, okay, everyone says everyone wants to be fit, everyone wants to be healthy, everyone wants to, be in a good shape. But there are even less than 2% of the people who actually do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can clearly find how many people are going to the gym every day, and people who says, okay, I want to be fit, I want to get healthy, I want to go to gym one day, but they never start. But you just need to observe the customer behavior, not what they say. Okay, if I say, okay, you just take two examples. I given two examples here. So I hate this airlines, but I say I hate this airlines, but I travel because of the affordability. I say I want to be fit, but I don't join gym because I find it hard or anything.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it, you come up with hundreds of reasons to not to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
So always, if you're trying to validate it, always try to observe the customer behavior, not what they say. So observe where they're spending most of the time, how their lifestyle is. If he can actually able to spend 1500 rupees, 2000 rupees a month to join a gym, or like any business or anything that you want to do, just observe their behavior. Try to spend as much as possible, and that's how you validate exactly where your odds of success is very high. If you comparatively just ask random people, if you observe them more clearly, more closely, then you will find your answer. If they are customers or just come and go.
Completely agreed. And also the examples that you have quoted are really making sense. Every startup or business, one most important thing, what I believe, it is not investment, it is not about the time, but it is the team is very important. If you have the right team, even you have the less time, you can build the product, you can take the business to the next level. But if you're not having a right team, if you have, even if you have money, if you have time, it don't make any sense. How to build a right team at the starting stage of the business? What kind of people we should choose in the core committee? What do you say?
Yeah, I just want to add one more thing. Idea also doesn't matter. Only the team matters the most, because
Yeah.
even you see any other company, any other top company you can think of, Amazon, Netflix, or YouTube, anything. They started completely different. Nike or Samsung, like everything has a different idea. They started it, they pivoted it. The only thing that keeps moving is the team. So I think the team is the foundation. Team is everything. To choose your teammates, I think it's not like it's the one of the best investment that you can put, and one wrong guy can interrupt everything. So if I would just want to hire one person, then I not only look into the skills, but also I just look into how he thinks, how what his vision, if we match the same vision, and what is actually spending his most of the day. Like if he likes coding, he's spending most of the day coding, even if he's working on me under my project or your project or someone else, but he loves coding coding means he loves solving problems. He loves creating solutions that brings a lot of joy. So if you are a coder and you like creating solutions, you find a piece of joy. You find a sense of you find a sense of joy where I think that's you can't even compare with anything. Okay, even if you get 1 crore rupees credited in your bank account, you won't have that kind of joy when your solution worked. Okay, that's the developers, the core developers, and really enjoy. And yeah, you can easily sense them actually. Yeah, the one who pretend to be working, the one who really loves enjoying working. So you just need to keep observe. And if you are a founder, then I would highly suggest you to read books on human nature, psychology, persuasion, and once you read them, you'll understand. I can't really tell because a lot of
Yeah.
things which you can't tell on screen. So
Yeah.
they are very bad actually.
Okay, completely. Thank you for sharing it. And even I gone through the examples that you have quoted. Samsung started selling some fishes at the starting,
Yeah.
and Facebook started in one small university. The way that they pivoted and they build the product is like in the next level. We can say that like they have that good team behind of everything that they have built.
And
Thank you for yeah.
one more thing I would like to add is because they keep talking to their customers and they keep iterating the product, because the product is not the thing that we want, the solution. Okay, if this product I invented and it might not solve the problem that I have, so I need to come up with a different product or just changing something and trying to find a solution to it. Okay, people don't really care about your design, your fonts, your anything. Okay, they care about their solution to solve. Okay, I don't give a shit about Rajesh, or I don't give a shit about Tarak. I don't even know them. I care about, okay, I just need this problem to be solved. That's it. So you just need to keep in mind and always talk to your customers and iterate back. Then you'll find your way.
Perfect.
So the iteration and the team, both
Yeah.
both important. Not the idea, not the time. Sometimes you can achieve, I think, 2 years of achievement, success, everything. 2 years of hard work, just you can achieve everything in just one week or even 1 month. But you just have to be keep persistence. That's what I would say.
Yeah, we need to surround ourselves with a good mindset people. Cool, completely agreed. And when you're talking about the books, what kind of books that really impacted you personally? Because
There are a lot
when
of books.
the
Yeah.
reason behind I asked is when you're talking, you're not just talking. You're expressing your thoughts, not just from your mouth. I believe that they are coming from your brain because, as you said, that you have the hobby of reading books. When you're talking, when you are explaining anything, you are relating that to books. So I just wanted to know what kind of books that really impacted you.
So I would say a lot of books have impacted the way I would say, to summarize, I think they helped me to better to make me better at a decision making. And I truly believe that the decisions are truly important than anything that you made in your life actually. So you decide this person to marry, so that's a decision. You decide to work on this idea, so that's a decision. You decide to work on this project, or you decided to live in this place. So all this comes with the decisions, and you just need not to think about what's going to be the next 1 year or 1.5 year, 2 years. You should have a longer plan, because a lot of things happen when a lot of things will come to you, a lot of ideas, a lot of opportunities come to you if you just stay long enough. So that's the lesson that I've learned, and I keep that's the thing. But yeah, a lot of books have impacted a lot in my the vocabulary that I have, the thinking or happiness, everything, the life philosophy that I now revolve around. So I would love to name few books. I read a lot of books. I would say the Almanac of Naval Ravikant is a good book. The 48 Laws of Power, and The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, Millionaire Fastlane. So there are countless of books. I can just name it. So
Thank
yeah,
you. Oh, thank you
even the
so much.
meditations, the daily laws of the 366 meditations. That's also really good. There are
I just wanted to know one quote that always motivates you.
I just kept this wallpaper. So
Hello.
if you look here, a Tarak, the magic you are looking for is the work you're avoiding.
Oh,
Okay.
that's pretty awesome, man.
And if you just look here, I also have I keep reminding myself that I have a very limited time. So if you see 2025, 78% completed. October it's 45%. We don't even realize it.
Yeah.
And today it's 84% is already completed. So I keep reminding myself that we have a very limited time.
That's because the line is very simple, but I'm reiterating getting in that in my mind, it has a lot of impact, by the way. That is really a good quote.
And one more thing that like I really love is always be a student, don't be a follower.
So what
Which
do you mean
means,
about by
yeah,
that?
which means like don't follow what others people say.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be a follower, which means don't, if I say, okay, just drink more water, or maybe like go to gym, you'll be healthy, or anything, any random thing that I told. So if you just follow it, it might not work for you, because the chances of you being alive is 1 in 400 trillion. It's like I don't know how many zeros are like in 400 trillion. So you're so unique in this entire universe. The DNA of yours can't be like done in the like past billion years or the next billion years. Like you're so unique, and you have a different kind of body, like molecules and everything, and you have a different persona in yourself. Okay, so I feel like maybe I really enjoy maybe like going to gym, or maybe drinking more water, and it keeps me feel like, okay, I'm more active or I'm healthy. But for you, it might not work out.
Yeah.
So it's a simple example, but if I say something like it related to career, okay, I told you like, okay, be a startup. Okay, my mind is keep it simple. Okay, like I don't have to like my family don't have to depend upon me, and I don't have to depend upon them. So that's why the things are right now, and I was living the way that I want, and keep experimenting a lot of things. And even though like I left a lot of jobs that I got, if my financial condition and the family situation is different, then I wouldn't say it. And if you blindly follow what I said, okay, experiment a lot of things until you're 25. Okay, and now AI came, so a lot of job opportunities. The competition is, everything is like very very high comparatively. So if you keep experimenting everything what I said, then based on your situation, you after 25 you might not find any opportunities, and you might like struggle financially. Okay, so be a student, which means take something, do it for some time until you see some change. If it didn't work out, change it. You said something, Rajesh said something, John said something, Steve said something. So I'll take all these informations and decide what's working for me and ignore the rest. I read a lot of books, but not every book that I keep like I don't follow everything. I follow what works for me and what I think, okay, this might work for maybe like in future. So I'll just experiment more on that. So don't be a follower, just be a student, which means try experiment a lot of things and see what's working for you and follow it and ignore the rest.
Sounds interesting and crazy. So when you're quoting this quotation, it's not a quote, like it's like a detailed elaboration that you did. And when you're telling about that, the only quote that came to my mind was, which was quoted by, subject to correction, by Dhirubhai Ambani. If you're not building your dreams, someone will hire you to build their dreams. So that's what I always believe. This was quoted by Dhirubhai Ambani. You need to work on building your dreams. If you're not doing that, either it is getting a job, you need to work on your dream. It is your dream of getting a job. If you want to build a startup, you need to work on that to build a startup. If you're not doing that, someone will hire you to build their dreams. So this is what I always follow. When you're telling about that, somewhat this quotation came into my mind. So thank you so much for that. And one final suggestion or one final thing that you would like to tell the viewers who are watching this.
So if you're students, okay, I'll really talk the reality of it. Okay, so there is no guarantee that your safe job will be there for next 5 years, 10 years. So just be aware of that. You might be fired in the next like evening itself. So always stack up your skills, always learn something new every day, and build your personal development. So always build, always learn, always get exposure in every aspect of your life. That's one thing. And the day that you got the job or any like some sort of financial income, don't get trapped in EMIs, because if you are stuck into those EMIs, then I feel like you can never work on something that you like where it has a huge type of risk. Maybe you just want to start something completely differently new, and it might become, there's a chance of becoming, it might be like 100 crore company. For that you just need to risk 1 year. Okay, if you have savings and everything, you might risk, you might have savings, and you can just without job or anything, you can just work for 1 year. But if you have EMI, then that's horrible, and you have a lot of pressure, peer pressure, everything. So and always don't get so involved in materialistic things, which means don't get a lot of interest or have deep fashion about materialistic things, because those are not permanent. So recently iPhone, I think 17 or 17 is launched.
17.
So yeah, so after that 18 is going to come, so 19 is going to come. So you just have to like keep updating yourself than the materialistic goals that you have. So that's the best investments that I would say. So yeah, three things. Don't think that job will like be the only thing. There are hundreds of ways you can earn, and it's not only about startup. I would say if you're not doing a job, probably you might thinking, okay, you can start a business. No, you can be a freelancer, you can be a anything that you like, and anything that you're good at it. You might be good at, swimming. Okay, a lot of people can, like, in around, like in YouTube, a lot of people can teach you the coding skills. Anyone can remotely, but they can't really teach you swimming remotely, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have to be there. There might be a person, like, trainer. You have to be, like, you have to pay for it. And a lot of jobs are automated online, but these jobs where personalized training, that are not going anywhere. So you need a gym trainer. If you love maybe singing, if you like to play guitar, maybe try to good at it, and also try to manage the finances as well, because it's really hard to live in society unless you have the money, because you're not living in the forest where you can just go and pluck the fruits and eat and no one asks. I can sleep anywhere. But we live in a society, and there's some forms that we need to follow. You can't go and eat Italy and don't pay the money and come back, because, like, the money is become transactional, and you can't go sleep in a hotel or somewhere else. They will kick you out if you pay the money, if you don't pay the money. So always try to balance, like, always keep learning, always, have some sort of, financial ability to earn some more. So that's the suggestion. It's a lot, but yeah, everything counts.
So thank you so much, Tarak, for quoting those three main suggestions that you would like to give to the audience. And thank you so much once again for accepting for the podcast. And for it's completely my personal opinion. I don't know what people will feel after watching this podcast. I personally learned so many things. I have so many unanswered questions about myself and what I'm building and what I am doing. After having a conversation with you, so many questions got answered for myself. I believe the people who are watching this also will get a clear idea what they need to do and what they should not do as well. Thank you so much once again, Tarak, for spending your time and taking out your busy schedule and giving me the time and joining for the podcast. This